and welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Tuko kwenye jua.
Supposed to be
Tuko
unsolicited
kwenye
opinions.
jua. This is another episode of Unsolicited Opinions from the sun. Kwenye jua. So today's video, we are just going to reflect on the year that has been 2019, because we have finished the year, more or less, and we are just going to share a few of the things that we have learned in 2019, and hopefully they're helpful to you. So let's begin.
You have not introduced me, woman. No, me, I'm here. I'm just here. Yeah.
This is my best friend who is going to be mpenzi mtazamaji katika mambo haya ya baridi, which I have to trust me. Anyway, so you go first. So give me one lesson, something that you learned in 2019.
I think 2019 is about, what was our theme at the end of the year? I don't remember. But anyway, it's been about...
Maybe intention. Maybe intention.
It's been about owning your own narrative. Basically being intentional about things. 2019, I think every space we've been in has been defined by being disappointed and learning that you have to do this thing for yourself.
Uh-huh.
No one is coming to save you from your life,
from your choices.
Yeah, and it's nice to think that we are more alike than different in a very negative way.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one knows what they're doing. No one knows what they're doing. No one knows what they're doing. Everyone is just winging it the best they know. I learned this at work. You know, the way you can look up to someone and be like, yeah, in case of troubles, call this person.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also, then one morning you realize they're also struggling with something and they don't know what exactly to do.
Mm-hmm.
They're just winging it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we're all wingers in this journey of life. Then I learned the same thing from my family. No one does anything. Like, yeah, you just, everyone is just trying to wing adulting and do what's best for them and for the situation. Same thing for my friends. You know, this year was that year. So, you know that year? That year where all your friends are getting either married or pregnant.
Oh, my timeline. Oh, my word. Uh-huh.
So they're called getting babies, getting married, like higher. Even this one. Even that one. Wait. This girl having a baby. Why? How? Okay. You don't see it coming. You never just makes their own decisions. Everyone in life is winning.
So you're better off being intentional.
Your best place to just sit down, look at your situation in your life and make the best decision that suits you. Okay. Like even everywhere, like even the most disappointing place that you'd expect, even in church.
I know, right?
Everyone is just like controversies everywhere, and everyone is doing what they feel is best for them, which in church terms is not everything. Yeah, you might be doing what's best. Like, there's a way that seemeth right to a man.
The end.
Yeah, give them blessing.
So my first lesson, toxicity and how you can be toxic. It's such a bitter pill, yani. Like, you can be toxic to somebody else's life, and also the fact that there's a lot of toxicity around you, and that, or I have seen how toxic spaces can cause you not to thrive and not to grow and not to become a better person. And so for me, coupled up with intention, 2019 has been that year where I have decided to finally, or I have had to come to terms with toxicity in myself and toxicity that other people bring to my life, and I've had to actively decide not to be part of that toxicity. So 2019 was just how stark you can be toxic and how people can be toxic to your life without even you noticing.
So the second one is about dehumanization. See, dehumanization is how we rob people of the fact that they are human, so that it makes it easy for us to mistreat them. Or if not mistreat them, but render to them less than we would expect of ourselves. So, sounds a bit complicated.
I like to judge them.
Not really judge, it's not really about judging, it's about how we treat people. And the moment we rob them of the capacity they have as human beings, that is, to make their own, decisions, or, okay, this makes more sense in my field. Okay. So every single day, when I go to work, mothers boy, okay, pregnant ladies boy, mothers with subsequent pregnancies show up, and for me, they are numbers. Okay, they are not really people, they're just numbers. It's someone who has come to give birth, and my duty is to make sure they have a self-delivery, and once they have a self-delivery, they're gone. So it's easy to treat people like they are a sum of a group. It's just, it is maternity. There are mothers in maternity. How many mothers are there? Am I going to do a CS at 10 p.m. today or not? It's not someone with a name, with a family, with a home,
face and experience,
a face with experiences, with stories that has just as in their life path has brought them to this facility, and they have a very individual struggle. They have a very individual pregnancy experience, so they have a very individual delivery. Okay, and as much as they will live, and I will definitely not remember them unless they were like that lady who had 15. It was a 15th pregnancy. I probably won't remember the bulk of them. And so if it becomes very easy to just treat people like statistics, and everything becomes random and procedure. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, happy to see you. And then, but the turning point for me this year was when this friend of ours gave birth. Okay. What do I mean, this friend of ours? Our godchild was born.
Oh, we have a good time.
So the mom was like, I think my episiotomy was stitched badly. That's when it clicked that these things actually happen to people. And they're individuals. And a bad episiotomy is an episiotomy that they carry with them out of the hospital and into the rest of their life. Like it affects their sexual health partly or completely. And things we do as medical professionals really has impact on individuals. And it spurred me to start being a bit more intentional about how I manage patients. Not that I was just like, come here, cut, Shona, go away. Not really. I still, at the back of my head,
handling them with people with stories and names and things.
Yeah, because it actually means a decent amount to them. And even far from my profession, so to speak, you see it with the way people deal with people. Like it's easy to look at someone as a group, someone as a tribe, So you will not treat this person as an individual because they are part of a certain tribe or group or following or sexuality or cluster that you have a strong opinion against. So it doesn't matter what this person's experiences are, how they've been, as long as they identify with this cluster, you will treat them either less or more depending on your opinion based on that cluster. And yeah, it's just been mind-blowing to see how people can fight so much, while if you close, if you just locked everyone in a room, blindfolded them, and told them to have a conversation, ambiguous conversation, a lot of things they will agree with. But take off those blindfolds and they look at, this person is black, oh, this one is white, this one is Igbo, this one is, European, this one is Luo, this one is Kikuyu. Therefore, I cannot, or I will not. Or if someone does something wrong, it's like, oh, it's not that Bondo has done something wrong. No, it is unaona vile Wakisi wanakuanga.
The other thing that is also really big that I have learned this year is the power of just beginning, just trying, and just starting. And it's because I'm one of those people who are, I want to say, perfectionist, list with a little bit of anxiety. Like, I just want things to, things to align, things to work, circumstances to be right, so that I can do something. But the thing is, sometimes we wait for circumstances to be right, and they're coming, and then just something happens, and then we're back we're back to square one. And so I learned to take risks and to try, and because also we were being intentional, just to put in the work, sometimes even if you look like you're crazy, very crazy. Like just being able to apply yourself and start is such a big take home for me in 2019. Look at here, we have a YouTube channel. Who thought? And we're here, so that's kind of cool.
I actually learned same thing this year. To learn to do procedures that I had never done before. Just try and see whether I can do stuff. Learn to do a lot of things this year, which is pretty cool.
So anyway, these are our lessons for 2019. What are yours? What are your lessons for 2019?
Tuambieni huko chini.
And we'll see you in the next episode of Unsolicited Opinions. Mandatory kiss.